for?
Like 100% right. They see it as a negative, so they don't want to associate with it. But then they associate with it
part.
when they need it, and that's the problem. I agree with that. Is you don't want to associate with it the negative side and all the heritage that goes with it, but you want all the positive. It's just like that. Just like the one girl who claimed, I'm black. Wait a second. First you claimed you weren't black. Now you're black. You figure it out.
Right. You will say it when it's popular and not claim it when it's not. Like, black people in this country are black 24 hours a day, 365 days out of every year. And we are black, and no matter if we're in a good spot, we're our blackness is good or our blackness is seen as bad, we are still black, and we sit in that. But we have immigrants who come over here who know what black are, and they know that they're black. They know they're going to be treated as black, but they try to separate themselves from blackness, and then demonize the people who sit in it. See, because it's the understanding, the disconnect from truly understanding what it means to be black in this country. They associate what means to be black and am I still here? Okay. What they associate with being black in the country is what they see as what they hear over there, or what they perceive it in other countries, like what they try to place black on us for, like we're slaves, we're poor, we're this. But in this country, there's a lot of fight in blackness, courage, love, support. And culture in blackness. We did this here in this country. And that's when people talk about that and talk about it in a bad way, like it's bad to be black in this country. Like, yes, it's hard to be black in this country, but don't make it seem like being black is all bad. Because you're discrediting everything that everybody has fought under that. You don't understand. These people are ignorant to what it means to be black. It's not all bad. It's not all bad.
Yes, and a lot of other races, they want to have black babies, learn black dances. They just don't want to be black. Like, they don't want to be, they think they're kind of better than black women when they have black kids, but that'd be their main excuse. When somebody call out on their bullshit, they be like, I have black kids. Like, okay. And back in slavery days, the white women had black kids and they had own slaves.
And if anybody wants to come up, they can surely come up. If you're just listening online, just please go ahead and tap the screen, fill up your bar, just fill it all the way to the top, and then tap it a little bit more to get to 100 likes. And that's all I'm going to ask this about it this time. And make sure you're gifting your speakers and your host as well.
And for example, Erica, Mina, Amada, a lot of Hispanics. And lighter Hispanics do look down on darker Hispanics. Right. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's the plight of colorism, even though colorism started as a different plight. But yeah, that's
part of it.
Yeah, that's part of
it. That's part of it. I just, it just, when I hear it, I listen. If you ever go, I'll just say Queenbull's having a live, I think right now, unless it got taken down again. I don't know. It's just things that were said in there. It just goes to show that you don't know black people. I'm glad that you don't consider yourself black, because you don't know who we are as people.
Well, didn't that person say that Caribbeans created black culture? Didn't she say that? Is that the person you're talking about?
Listen, like she said something like that. I didn't hear it, so I can't co-sign on it. But
I'm half Caribbean.
What I did hear today was her.
No, okay. Let me clarify, because what she's trying to do. So, I don't want to. I know that you are above me. Okay, pronounce your name. I know it's an African goddess. Yeah, I always pronounce it wrong. So
that's okay.
What she does is that she tries to create divides in every which way possible, even between us as people part of the African diaspora. Like, she literally tries to do this on a constant.
I'm sorry.
Queen something. I don't know.
She's a white woman?
Yes, she is.
She's a white. I'm so sorry. This is one more question. She's a white woman that tries to create divide between African diasporas.
Correct. All the time. All the time. And today she said something pretty outlandish, saying that Caribbeans were the one that created black culture. And if she knew anything, which she doesn't know anything, she would know that black culture, like our culture, is created across our entire diaspora. It's not something that is synonymous to just one geographic location. We've taken it from all of us and put it together. And then she tries to destroy anything between us all the time. And today that was one of her things. And she tried to attack music. She tried to say that all of the music in America was created by white people. And I just digress on that. I'm not even gonna go into that. Obviously, that's not true. So, but yeah, today she said the Caribbean thing, and that's not like there are things that Caribbeans have taken from, Africans from the Americas, from down in Central America to down in South America, and so on and so forth, and us taking things from, African descendants who landed in the Caribbean or in Haiti and different areas of on this side of the hemisphere. So I just hate it when people like her try and create a divide between us, because we all came from the same continent. We were spread apart. We were stolen and we were spread apart. And they continue to try to create a divide.
Okay. So let's see. Let me go to Sarah or Aisha. Aisha? Oh, Aisha left. Sarah, what do you have to say?
I joined in a little late, so I'd like to listen just for a little bit longer, and then I'll go from there. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Afro, do you have anything to say? Go ahead.
Hey, they kicked me out the other line. I don't know why, but TikTok be acting up. Yeah, I was talking next to him. I was out of it. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I just saw the live you were speaking of with the young lady, and I was listening to her before I came back in, and I just think she has issues. Like, I think she's very colonized. She don't get it, because as I'm listening to her, the first thing she said was, "I'm Dominican, but I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York." All right, okay, so your ethnicity is Dominican, correct? But you was born and raised in Brooklyn, so you're American technically, but she don't want to say she's American or black. Like, listen to her gives me a headache. I don't like people like that. I just don't. It's 1 + 1 don't equal 2, and I don't like confusion. I just don't get it.
Right.
Math ain't math.
It's the same concept as behind why some African Americans don't like to be called African American. They want to be called Black American. I asked them, so where did that come from? Where did Black American come from? Like, your DNA, your ancestors came from Africa, right? And we were born here. That's it.
I can tell you one thing. That came from voting for Trump, because Trump was the only president in this country that ever loved African Americans, and he's gonna make this country great freedom again. He's gonna bring back freedom again. And I'll tell you one thing.
Who the hell?
Is this
like black people? What the hell is he talking about? What was he smoking?
Yeah, he made me come up.
No, wait, hold on. Let me clarify. Let me clarify what I said, because I'm not against anybody who wants to be called Black American or just African American. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same exact thing. Because some people will get offended, and the understanding that African American and Black American are both ethnicities and race put together. So, put that understanding.
All right. Anybody wants to go? I'll let anybody else go. I don't know who.
No, I get it. I respect that. Like, I respect what she said. My thing is, she just don't want to identify with black. But my thing is, if you have melanin in your body, you have some sort of black in you. Like, and that's as simple as it go. I understand, especially in America, because they make black people seem so dangerous, or lazy, or whatever the ideology they want to put out there. But we all know that's not the truth. My thing is, and you don't have to stick to that stigma. They stigma everything. So are you going to follow, or are you just going to be your own individual and follow your own lead? Like, I just feel like she needs to understand who she is and stop allowing the colonization to take over her mind. That's just what I think she's talking about.
Where'd you go?
As I look at her life.
Where'd the pillow go? Again, like I was gonna say, like it was problematic when she said that I'm not a black woman, but proceeded to discredit the black experience. That's not cool. And the fact that you're sitting up there, and if you're not a black woman, how can you speak on the black experience or say that you have no pity for it?
Wait a minute. But didn't also just say that the same person didn't want to claim they were black? They want to say that they were Dominican? I'm confused.
Yes. They want to say that they're Dominican, but then they go to proceed and say, I'm Dominican, I'm not a black woman. And then we were talking about, someone brought up about racism in the healthcare field and how women are, 3 times more likely to, have high risk pregnancy. And then go to say, well, you could advocate for yourself. Like when it came to women being mistreated, black women being mistreated when it comes to in the healthcare, in the hospital, people were saying, yeah, this happened still.
Wait a minute, Cosmic. Is this the same woman that had the background that said? I'm trying to remember. This is the same woman that had the background that said that Black Lives Matter. Why don't you care about black abortions? Ah.
That's the one we're talking about.
And somebody had made not an excuse, but it was like, because slavery time, black women can birth without medicine and attention. But it's a lot of movies and documentaries where white women doctors gathered around, but they still pushed out naturally. Like, black women shouldn't be ignored in the hospital. Nobody's pain is more or worse than the other.
Right. Sarah, yes. Sarah, you heard me right. That lady had that in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said she's Dominican. Last time I checked, Dominican is Haitian. Haitian is Dominican. You're in Haiti. They just split them apart. If anybody don't know the history, you need to go and read about it. Mm-hmm. The only thing separates them is a fence.
Mm-hmm.
Spaniard took over one side of Haiti, and the French took over the other side of the Haitian part. So please, people, go and read the history, learn about the history of Haiti. Dominicans always trying to say that they're not Haitian. Yes, you are. You're Haitian. You don't want to claim it. You just had the Spaniards tuck over. Get your life.
And they try to breed it out.
Let's just talk about the fact that Haiti actually helped liberate the Dominican Republic, and let's just talk about the fact that they occupied them for 22 years. That's why they don't want to talk about it. The Dominicans don't want to talk about being black. Soy no negro, because soy negro would mean that you would have to admit that you have that Atiano blood in you, because they conquered your land and they held it captive for 22 years. And the only way that they were able to get out was to have a war regime tyrant like Trujillo in order to boot them. But it ended up biting them in the ass, and he became the worst tyrant in the Caribbean in Caribbean's history.
That's right. That's right. Well, I know you studied it. I'm glad that you studied it.
Go ahead, Pillow.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that he studied it. A lot of people don't know it. They won't read about Haiti. They try to ignore it, and it just pissed me off when Dominicans continue to sit up here and say they're not Haitian. You are Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
Get your life.
And she was playing in the beginning when she came on. She was playing music, and you could hear the African like roots in it. Like
merengue is African music. Merengue is African music.
Right. I was like, bro, like, do you not hear African in that? Like, you are black. Like, you can, if you're gonna claim Afro Latino, like, you're basically claiming freaking black. You're basically claiming it in a way. You're saying you're saying African roots.
They drop our ancestors on the islands. They couldn't feed them. They drop them on different islands. That's why it's Jamaica. That's why it's Haiti. That's why it's even Puerto Rico. That's why it's that. They couldn't feed them, so they dropped them on different islands.
Yeah, Levon,
that's exactly what she's doing. She's using black trauma for coins, because I don't think she believes half of the shit she's saying, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't make sense. And the math ain't mathing, so I agree with her. She just won the cloud.
I'll tell you one thing though, like, being black in America proves that there's nothing more than a bunch of sociopaths and psychopaths around us, and narcissists at that. Like, it's something about the existence of blackness that arouses the worst in humanity.
Yeah, they want to use our culture. They want to be in our culture, but when it's time to be black, you don't want to be black. And it's getting to the point now. What you're seeing is, and this is why I say gatekeeping is a must now. I wasn't necessarily for gatekeeping our culture in a hot minute, but now that I'm starting to see where they're starting to try to take our culture and then demonize us for it, and then try to separate us from it again. Like evolution of colonization. Well, now you're trying to separate us from our own culture and trying to make it your own, or say that you're claiming it and it's from you. To take it again.
How they do that though?
We need to start.
That's like, you can't even generate this magic called blackness.
Sure can, but they trying.
They're trying. They literally, you hear people claiming, oh, rap music and stuff is ours. And you've been hearing. I literally came across a video on TikTok of a Latino, a white Mexican man a rapper saying that he will not sign black rappers to his non-existent, corporation. But you are literally a black rapper. Like, you cannot be a walking contradiction as like you sitting up here and literally.
Wait. Put me in. You know what? Put me in a big box really quickly. I want to show you something.
I did see that video too about the Puerto Rican rapper.
I was like, are you kidding me right now? You trying to say you won't even sign a black rapper, but you're in our culture.
And the thing is, they are tearing us down through the music more because the white people are owning black music now. They're a white company that's over all the black rappers.
On this, that I see patterns really easy, especially when it comes to criminal justice. And what I'm noticing, the artists that are more independent,
like when they steal our culture.
Wow.
Data Boss, you can get up in the box. By the way, too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Data Boss, you can get up in the box because you got enough followers. I don't know what you mean by why black so worried about how black everyone. I don't know what you're talking about that, but you need to get up in the box. We have
Who's talking about any of that?
I don't know what they talking about, but I know he can get up in the box.
But he not. People like that just like to stay in the comments. They don't know when to get in the box.
Lady is going off on her now. I just got on her live for a second, Destiny. They should, because I'm not tolerating this anymore. It's getting that serious. I'm tired. Everywhere we look, I had to ask the question in lives, why are our history being targeted? Why, like, have we not asked that question?
Fear.
Why is our history being like threatened and trying to rewrite our damn history? You have freaking people claiming our damn fucking culture and trying to make it their own and monetize and then demonize us for it.
You know why? Because a lot of people are getting woke. A lot of people are learning the true history. And when everybody learns the true history, they ain't gonna know what to do with us. Because everybody's learning that. Everybody's learning the true history.
What I'm noticing is the younger generation that's actually allowing this to happen. To be honest with you, because there was like a divide. Like, we did not allow Latinos to call us the N-word and such and such, or to be able to use it. But since these kids, these last two little generations that came about, they never really felt the racial divide as we did coming up. So to them, it's okay. So now that they're appropriating, they feel like it's okay. I question the kids. I hear them in this, in that. I'm like, who told you it's okay? Oh,
I feel like it started with love has no color.
I feel like that's always been around. Like, Latinos, like, I mean, I grew up with Latinos using the N-word. My father grew up with Latinos using the N-word. So it depends. I mean, I'm from the New York area, so I guess it depends on where you're from.
I'm from California, and that was just not accepted.
New York
I don't care if it was
but your Latinos in California are Mexican, but the Latinos in New York are like Caribbean Latinos, and they have black ancestry, so there's a difference.
But they
New York. I'm in New York, and
they still
we don't condone that.
Cardi-B just called somebody baby, a monkey, and a roach, and they're dead.
I literally got into it with Cardi-B on Twitter for about 2 weeks straight. Not only did she call me a black ashy roach, she had so much more to say, but nobody came to my defense. And what pissed me off more was it was black women still supporting her.
And she's from New York.
Exactly.
Yes. And they say she's black. No, she called people dead kids monkeys.
That's just like Erica Mena with the whole Sparks thing, calling her a blue monkey because she got blue hair.
Exactly. Erica Mena, another one.
What you said,
Evelyn
Pillow?
Lozada, another one.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy. You want you?
And these are the people that have black kids. They still don't like black people. They
Yes,
like
Joker,
black
I'll be back
women.
later, yo.
That's the thing. They want to be with the men, but they don't want to accept us as a
All right,
package
thank
deal.
you.
They want to have this type of feeling like a seniority, like they're better because their man chose them in the process. So
Then they end up doing them the same way. They still baby
or
mama.
worse.
They thought they was cute.
But Texas, what do you have to say, Texas?
I think the Black community need confidence in ourselves. We are good in so many fields. We're good in math. We're good in science. We're good in reading and writing and communicating with each other. We good in inventing stuff, especially when some of those inventors didn't know how to read or write, and their inventions are still utilized today. We need to know the inventors that are still living, that's still breathing, like Jesse Russell, who they call Father 2G, who invented the wireless cell phone. And most people credit Asians and everything. And I push Maureen Kroc, who's leader of Google, and y'all can look at these names up as I speak. Maureen Kroc, who invented this live that we speak on. She invented voice over internet program. And you know the Black American that invented microphones. So everything we're using right now, a Black American created it and invented it. So once we learn our confidence and our skills, and yes, I debate with people all day about who invented it because everyone had to pay the inventor to get their stuff done. You understand? They had to follow someone who had the brains and the knowledge to come up with the inventions. No one could drive their automatically car if it wasn't for a Black American. Dry their clothes if it wasn't for a Black American. So we have so much that our community has contributed to the world. The escape ladder was a Black Native American. So it's so much history out here. And and we know our history, we'll be more confident in our skills, but they rather push that false narrative about the gang members and all that. That's just to tear down our community and to keep us blind about our confidence.
And some
It's
of
rooted in
the school
fear.
system. It's the school system as well. They're teaching their kids different stuff. They're taking away the creativity. They're telling people, shut up, sit down, raise your hand, think all alike. Nobody's creative anymore to make inventions.
Right. So I'm about to end it for now. I think I'm like Shadow Band, by the way. I'm gonna keep on going live tomorrow too. But I welcome y'all to go over to Queenbull's live. I'm not slandering her name. I'm just saying if you want to know more about what we're gonna be talking about tomorrow, I suggest that you go over there. Just tread lightly because if you do talk out of line or whatever like that, they will block you. But I do welcome you to go over there and just listen, and so you get an idea of when we come back tomorrow what we're going to be talking about. And that's what I'm going to say. Queenbull is her name. Just listen to what she got to say, and come up with your own opinion about it. And we'll be back on to discuss tomorrow more about it. All right, in the morning, afternoon, and at night tomorrow. All right, see y'all.